What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus package update, stimulus check update, daily news, and everything going on here in our country, in Washington, D.C., and everything you need to know about on a daily basis. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on new videos. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date with everything going on here. Don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. You guys are truly amazing. Let's jump right in. We got a lot to talk about. The Biden administration is being pressured to cover new virus test kits through Medicare. Now, remember that the Biden administration just recently announced that insurance companies and group healthcare plans do now have to cover the cost of eight virus test kits per month. You have to probably check with your insurance company first, and then you have to give them the receipt. Okay, so it's probably best to check with them if you go to a store and have to buy a test kit. They will cover the cost of this. Each insurance company may have their own kind of restrictions for this, okay? So keep this in mind. Remember, these test kits, virus test kits, cost anywhere from like $20 to $30 each, okay? So keep that in mind. The easiest way to do this is to just go to the government website and you get 4 free test kits. It's this website right here, covidtests.gov, not .com, covidtests.gov. You can get 4 free at-home test kits for free. It's completely for free, no credit card required. You literally just go to this website right here. Go there after this video. I got a lot more to cover here. Click this blue link, and all you need to do is put your name and address in, and then click checkout now. That's it. No credit card required or anything like that. It's that simple. Literally takes 1 minute. This is the website right here. But right now is Medicare does not cover if you have to go and purchase your own tests at the store, Walmart or CVS or something. Remember, these tests cost like $20 to $30 each at the store. And Biden is being pressured to cover this through Medicare. So I will keep you up to date on this. The White House says that 60 million households have ordered free virus tests through their website already. So that's 240 million tests that have been ordered already. So that's about half of the 500 million that they have allocated. So remember, they originally ordered about 500 million through this website here. And then they said they're going to have another 500 million coming soon. So about half of them are already gone. So they're going pretty quickly here. And then they have another 500 million that's going to be allocated here soon. So remember, I said they were going to go pretty quickly. About half of them are already gone. The White House says 60 million households have ordered free. Remember, you get 4 free tests per household. So yeah, they are going pretty quickly. And hey, at least they're free now, or at least for the time being. It's a whole lot better than paying $20 or $30 per box. Definitely better than free is better than paying money for sure. Here is Democratic leader of the Progressive Caucus, Pramila Jayapal, on a couple different things that they're working on in caucus in related issues. Check this out.
I'm Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, and I'm honored to represent Washington's 7th Congressional District in the House of Representatives, where I also serve as the chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. As we enter the 3rd year of this pandemic, we have seen millions of families lose their health care as the country experienced the highest increase in the number of uninsured Americans ever recorded. But the truth is that we were already leaving nearly half of all adults under the age of 65 uninsured or underinsured even before COVID hit. And those 87 million Americans were uninsured or underinsured as we were paying more per capita for healthcare than any other country in the world. And as the economy begins to recover and people are getting back to work, these past few years have highlighted why it's so urgent that we finally guarantee healthcare to everyone in America as a human right. Healthcare with comprehensive benefits, including primary care, vision, dental, prescription drugs, mental health, long-term supports and services, reproductive care, and more. Healthcare that is without co-pays, private insurance premiums, deductibles, and other out-of-pocket costs. Of course, I'm talking about My Medicare for All Act, which we introduced this year with more than 300 endorsing organizations and more than half of the Democratic caucus already sponsoring the legislation. We're building this movement, and I have no doubt that as it continues to grow, we will make this a reality. But as we do so, as we fight this fight, we must also continue to take urgent steps to open doors for more Americans to access health care. That's why I'm working to expand Medicare by not only lowering the age, but also guaranteeing that it covers dental, vision, and hearing. Because last time I checked, your eyes, ears, and teeth are all part of your body, so they should be covered too. I'm proud to say that the Build Back Better Act that passed through the House includes hearing coverage and the ability for Medicare to negotiate drug prices, which will dramatically lower costs for everyone. This includes capping the out-of-pocket cost of insulin at $35 a month. This fight is long, but as a lifelong organizer, I know we are doing the work necessary to guarantee healthcare as a human right, and know that as you organize, I will be fighting right alongside you in the halls of Congress. Thank you so much for all you do. Let's get this done together.
So that's Pramila Jayapal. She's leader of the Democratic Progressive Caucus, which is leader of about 96 Democrats in the House. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, leader of the Democrats in the House, she has just said she's going to run again for re-election. So if she wins, she'll be there for another 2 years. But Pramila Jayapal and Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries are the two Democrats that are most likely would take over for Nancy Pelosi on the Democratic side. One of the two there could be when Nancy Pelosi decides to retire, could be the main Democratic leader for the Democratic side. Let me know your thoughts there. What do you think about the possibility of, quote, Medicare for all, offering the option of Medicare to everybody? Basically, you could pay into Medicare and get Medicare as a health coverage to anybody, or at least lowering the age eligibility of Medicare to age 60 or age 55. Do you think that's something that should be done? Basically, offering healthcare options to more people so that they could pay into Medicare and have that as a health coverage option. I personally don't see anything wrong with that. If they want to pay into Medicare, give them that as a health coverage option. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, as well as adding hearing, dental, and vision. I don't see why that's not covered under Medicare. I know that some people have the option to add that, but Senator Bernie Sanders says that 75% of seniors do not currently have that under Medicare. So I think that it is time for reform on that. And I mean, there's no reason why your hearing, your dental, and your vision should not be covered under your health plan. It's like, oh, you have health coverage, but this isn't included. That's not included. This isn't included. You have health coverage, but half your body's not included. Sorry. Yeah, you have health coverage, but it's only for a few things. Yeah, it's there's, like I said, there's a lot of reforms that need to be done, and it's a shame that it takes a once in 100-year pandemic to really kind of bring a lot of these things to light and to actually try to get some of these reforms done. You can let me know your thoughts, but it's just like, why does it take something like a pandemic where millions of people are getting sick and all around the world, and it's just like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of this stuff should have been done a long time ago. And when we also think about Social Security raises, I also think that's another thing that should have been done a long time ago. We have millions and millions of seniors that live on less than $1,000 a month. And when we think about inflation right now is at a 40-year high, rent alone can cost that. Rent alone, and we have seniors that have worked their whole lives and barely scraped by. And I think it's long overdue that we have a Social Security raise of cost of not just the cost of living adjustment, but a significant increase for our seniors on Social Security. I think that that is long overdue, and we haven't really had a significant Social Security raise besides the cost of living adjustments. And you guys know that these cost of living adjustments really just barely keep up with inflation. And the problem is that they keep up with inflation barely, and then the problem is that sometimes you lose your other benefits. I sent out this tweet recently. You can see here millions of people on SNAP, food assistance, SNAP benefits, also the old name is food stamps, had their benefits reduced because of the COLA raise, the cost of living adjustment raise, people on Social Security. This is crazy that people get their cost of living adjustment because of inflation. And then what happens? They get their food stamps reduced. How that's even a thing is beyond me. There's no way that that should be a thing. I say we need a bill to change this introduced now. Let's make this a change, or let's make this change. And I tagged several representatives that have been advocating here recently for bills like this or very similar bills. Senator Bernie Sanders, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, AOC, Representative Corey, Representative John Larson, who is one of the co-founders of the Social Security 2100 Act, Representative Jimmy Gomez, and POTUS, President of the United States. So I sent this tweet out here recently, and I want to be one of the people to help get this movement out. I think it's absolutely ludicrous that people on Social Security get a cost of living adjustment just to help keep up with inflation. It doesn't really get them ahead. And then what happens? They lose a part of their food assistance. That should not even be a thing. They need to get a bill introduced in Congress to change that ASAP. Please reach out to your congressmen, your congresswomen, your senators, and get this changed immediately. Also in the news here recently, Congressman Cory Bush here, President Biden made a promise that he must keep. President of the United States, use your executive authority to cancel student loan debt. This is something that has been coming up here just here in the last day or two. A lot of senators and representatives have been calling upon the president to cancel student loan debt. And this has been a new push coming back here. As you can see here, not just Cory Bush, but multiple different representatives. Senator Elizabeth Warren said canceling $50,000 in student loan debt per person would give 36 million borrowers permanent total relief. She was campaigning on this yesterday here. We have a lot of different representatives pushing President Biden to do this through presidential executive order here. Hashtag cancel my debt, student loan debt relief here. Senator Elizabeth Warren said here yesterday, canceling $50,000 of student loan debt would give 36 million Americans permanent total relief. That would be the end of their debt burden, and it would aid millions more by significantly reducing the principal on their debt. More than 80 Democratic lawmakers sent a letter this week urging Biden to immediately cancel student loan debt before May, when the pause on payments is scheduled to end. The letter, which mentioned the $50,000 and 36 million people that Warren cited at the town hall she was at, urged the administration to publicly release a memo outlining its authority to provide student loan relief to borrowers. Thus far, the administration has instead asked Congress to send a student debt bill to Biden's desk. Elizabeth Warren says the president can do it with the flick of a pen, meaning executive order. All he needs to do is sign an executive order. He doesn't need a single Congress member on his side. He just has to do it through executive order. And if the administration signs this, it will provide immediate relief to millions of Americans currently saddled with this awful debt. Actually, it was Chuck Schumer that said this. When Elizabeth and I started on this, they denied that they had the authority to do it. They don't deny that anymore, said Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said during the town hall Thursday. We've made the conclusive case that the president can do it with the flick of a pen. So Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren have said this here as of Thursday. Meanwhile, 4 new cases of the new Omicron subvariant BA2 have been identified in New York. They call this new variant the stealth Omicron variant, and it is now officially in New York and has been tested and identified. Yeah, as you can see here, New York State Department of Health officials have confirmed 4 cases of the new Omicron variant BA.2. NBC New York reports the cases of the new version of the Omicron variant were detected between January 7th and January 12th, the outlet reported. At the moment, the World Health Organization is not considering BA.2 as a cause for concern yet, because there's only a few cases of it in the US. But the subvariant has been popping up more frequently in some European countries, sparking questions about its transmissibility. But the BA.2 subvariant has become the dominant variant in Denmark already, where the health minister said it does not appear to be more contagious than Omicron, as referred to the BA.1. The subvariant has been nicknamed the stealth Omicron because scientists have found it a bit challenging to determine how it is related to the other variants. Meanwhile, former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, said the U.S. should be aggressive in lifting its virus measures as conditions improve. Meanwhile, we're still over 600,000 people testing positive per day. Let me know if you think the US should be aggressive in lifting its virus measures. Remember, the previous all time high was 300,000 people. That was the 1 day all time high ever. We're still over 600,000 people per day. Do you think that the US should be aggressive in lifting measures? Here is what Dr. Fauci has to say.
It's very difficult to predict. The best case scenario is that in a matter of several weeks to a month or so, we'll continue to come down and down. And then with all the things that we have, all the tools, vaccine, booster, testing, masking, we'll be able to keep it down there. That's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario, the worst case scenario would be that when we do that, we get another variant that might be difficult, that would elude some of the protection from vaccination. I hope that doesn't happen. The best way to mitigate against that is to get as many people vaccinated and boosted as you possibly can, because as we know from the CDC data, just literally from a few days ago, that boosting makes a major difference. It brings back the protection against hospitalization well up to 90%. So we have the tools to keep it down when we get it down. We just need to implement those tools.
Meanwhile, I just did a major video on millions of people that are going to be getting new stimulus checks here in 2022. And I just did a major video on more people that are going to be getting money on SNAP and pandemic EBT, and a major video on that. I'll link you to those videos here in just a second. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on new updates like that. I have lots more videos coming out here. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss out on any new videos like that. It's completely free to subscribe. All you got to do is click the subscribe button. It's that easy. And then if you want to get reminders, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get reminders when we go live with new videos. So click here to see my new video about the millions of people that are going to be getting stimulus checks here in 2022, and there's going to be even more on that. And this is the new video on the update on SNAP and pandemic EBT. So click on one of those new videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.